Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news in the world of the NFL, where every offseason feels like a chess match. The Steelers are once again making moves that could reshape their future. Rumors have been swirling, and the latest whispers suggest that Pittsburgh might be eyeing a young and explosive wide receiver from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Brian Thomas Jr. It's a bold move, and if it comes to fruition, it could be one of those game-changing acquisitions that fans will talk about for years to come. Now, let's take a deep dive into what this could mean for the Steelers, their offense, and their chances of making another serious Super Bowl push. First, it's important to understand who Brian Thomas Jr. is and why he's catching so much attention. Coming out of college, Thomas Jr. was viewed as a big, dynamic playmaker with a 6'4" frame, capable of threatening defenses vertically with his speed and athleticism. During his rookie year in 2024, he posted impressive numbers, racking up around 800 yards receiving and showcasing his big play ability with an average of 13.9 yards per reception. His size and speed, running a blazing 4.33 40-yard dash, make him a real deep threat, especially considering he's been targeted deep 28% of the time. That kind of vertical threat is exactly what the Steelers need to stretch defenses and open up the run game and underneath routes for their talented set of receivers. And Thomas Jr. isn't just a one-trick pony. In 2025, now in his second season, he's already made a significant impact. Through 8 games, he's caught 35 passes for 488 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging nearly 14 yards per catch. His yards after catch, YAC, a solid 210 yards, and EPA per target of 0.36 show that he's not just a deep threat, but a versatile weapon who can make plays after the catch and create mismatches all over the field. His performance has been noted with a PFF grade of 84.3, which is pretty impressive considering his age and experience level. The fact that he stayed healthy and free of major injuries adds to his appeal. Teams love players who can stay on the field. Now, the Jaguars, who are currently sitting at 1-7 and in full rebuild mode, are clearly prioritizing cap space and a strategic rebuild centered around their young quarterback and defense. They've decided to part ways with Thomas Jr., opting to trade him for picks that will help them in their long-term plans. The trade talks reportedly involve a second-round pick in 2026 and a sixth-round pick in 2027, which could turn into a steal for the Steelers if Thomas Jr. continues to develop as expected. From the Steelers' perspective, acquiring a player like Thomas Jr. makes a lot of sense. Pittsburgh has been known for their stout defense and a quarterback-centric offense that relies on strong run game and play action. But adding a vertical threat like Thomas Jr. injects new life into the passing attack. It's the kind of move that can elevate an offense from good to elite, especially when you consider the current state of the NFL and how game-changing explosive plays are. Imagine a Steelers offense that can push safeties back 15 yards consistently, forcing defenses to open up, creating more space underneath for Najee Harris and George Pickens. His deep threat ability will keep defenses honest, preventing them from stacking the box as much as they do now. With Thomas stretching the field, the Steelers can become more unpredictable, more explosive, and more difficult to defend. It's the kind of upgrade that can turn a good team into a playoff contender that no one wants to face come January. And let's not forget how this impacts the overall team dynamic. The Steelers have been working on improving their offense, and while they've shown flashes of brilliance, consistency has been an issue. With the addition of a player like Thomas Jr., who can turn routine routes into big gains, the entire offense could see a boost. The quarterback will have someone who can make contested catches and break open downfield, giving him more confidence and more options. It's a perfect fit for the Steelers' style of play, which emphasizes precision, physicality, and strategic aggression. On defense, the Steelers could see a ripple effect. Opposing offenses might need to keep extra safeties back, which plays right into Pittsburgh's hands. Their defense has been opportunistic all season, creating turnovers and field position advantages. More explosive plays on offense mean the defense can pin their ears back and attack, knowing that the game is more likely to stay in the Steelers' favor if they can keep the scoreboard ticking and force quick drives from their opponents. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential acquisition could revitalize the Steelers' Super Bowl odds. Currently, they're hovering around plus 1,200 to plus 750, depending on the sportsbook. But with a move like this, those odds could shorten significantly. Think about it, adding that kind of speed and vertical threat can elevate the team's ceiling, especially if the offense starts firing on all cylinders. It's reminiscent of some of the most dynamic offenses in recent NFL history, like the 2025 Seahawks, who were able to stretch defenses with their aerial attack, or how the Bengals have been able to capitalize on Chase's big play ability. The Steelers, with their rich history of physical, explosive football, could be on the verge of adding a new weapon that fits perfectly into that mold. The fans are already buzzing about the potential of Brian Thomas Jr., donning the black and gold. It's easy to see why. He embodies everything the Steelers have been building towards: speed, size, and the ability to make game-breaking plays. And if the trade goes through, it signals a shift in how Pittsburgh is approaching their roster. They're not just trying to patch holes. They're adding players who can redefine what the team can do on offense. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could pay dividends for years to come, especially if Thomas Jr. continues to develop into a true deep threat star. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. Injuries, scheme fit, and development are always factors, but the signs are promising. Thomas Jr. has shown he can produce at a high level, and the Steelers' coaching staff has a track record of maximizing talent. If this trade happens, it could be the catalyst that propels Pittsburgh into serious Super Bowl contention once again. It's the kind of move that gets fans excited, that makes the whole city rally behind the team even more passionately. In the end, it's all about that vision, building a roster that combines toughness, speed, and skill. The Steelers have always been about physicality and resilience, but adding a player like Thomas Jr. injects a new element of dynamism that could take them to the next level. So, Steelers fans, keep your eyes peeled. The offseason is never boring, and if this move materializes, it might just be the start of something special. The future looks bright with young talent like Brian Thomas Jr., and the Steelers are once again positioning themselves as a team to watch in the AFC. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Brian Thomas Jr. would be the perfect fit for Pittsburgh? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in black and gold, terrorizing defenses with his speed and size? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news. The offseason is heating up, and it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. Keep supporting your team because the best is yet to come.